Dude, yesterday I went to Panera, and I went to 2 different Paneras back to back because I was too embarrassed to go through the drive-thru a second time.
What's up, guys? This episode's pretty casual, laid back. About 4 minutes into the podcast, I'll talk about my cat dying earlier this weekend.
I wish I was January.
Oh yeah, and shoutouts to Jenry, producer named Jenry, for this sick beat. I just bought exclusive rights to the song, and I plan on writing lyrics to it. And then we start talking about Runescape. 19 to 20 minutes in, and Smoke Blunt talks a little bit about the updates.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Yo,
What's up?
Chilling. Fucking sorry about all that banging noise and shit. So I got some good news, some bad news mixed together at the same time. But first, let's do the good news. Well, one of the things is that Smoke Blunt. I was telling you how I can only be chilling here for like a little bit, talking because I gotta go do some stuff for my grandma's birthday today. And then how'd you reply?
Today's my fucking grandma's birthday too.
Like, what?
Like, how crazy is that? Today is June 7th. It is our grandma's birthday. Dude, how crazy would it be if our grandmas were the same age? I don't know how old my grandma is, so I can't confirm. But I could let you know after the pod, after I call her.
Yeah, do that, man, for
Dude,
sure.
because if they're the same age, bro, that would be fucking nuts. Dude, they would have to do a meetup.
a Grandma Rogan and RuneScape meetup. They could play bridge or something. Wow.
That'd be funny if you just like showed up to your grandma's birthday party. You're like, what? We have the same grandma?
He drove from Ohio, Virginia.
Yeah.
Even though I'm about to go in like a couple hours, he makes it.
That's crazy, dude.
He takes a plane. I wonder if you could get here with a plane in like 2 hours. But yeah, that's absolutely nuts because we've been talking before. What was it? Was it the Interview movie, or was it? No, it was Failure to Launch, wasn't it? We watched Failure to Launch.
Yep, the movie. We watched it the same night.
Yeah, we watched, like, we were talking one day, and it was the day after, like, this night I'd stayed up, and I was just chilling, man. I was browsing through Netflix, and I was like, I don't know what to watch. Like, I kind of want to watch a classic, but something I haven't really seen in a long time, maybe. So I just, like, picked this movie. It looked kind of funny, Failure to Launch. And turns out Smoke Blunt watched the same thing, and this is only after, like, Memra and I had the same thing happen when I was watching The Interview one night. It was like one, and it's obscure times, man. It's like 1 a.m, and he just like happened to be watching around the same time, or watched that movie at work that day. Just kind of crazy coincidences. So I'm gonna have to tell my grandma that later. That's really funny. But tell your grandma happy birthday.
I will tell your grandma I said the same.
I shall do that.
Man, that is crazy. What did you get your grandma, dude? Because my grandma refused to tell me to get her anything. She's being stubborn.
I actually haven't. I haven't really got to like leave the house to do any like shopping much. But what I did do is I ran up. Because I mean, there's not really like a store around me. There's not really, or at least close to me. There's not like a store other than, or not to get birthday presents at least. So I just got some bacon and eggs and some bread and cheese and strawberries, and I just cooked breakfast for her and my grandpa and my cousin and myself, and that was really good. I enjoyed that.
Hell yeah, dude. That is a fucking good-ass idea, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was really yummy. It was super good, man. Like, put it on the little electric oven fryer thing. It was sweet. But, yeah, so I was telling you that, so my cat died, but my cat passed at my mom's house. This is my cat, like, it's, the last one that was like a stray. Like, basically we brought in 2 stray cats of my childhood, like, and like about 2000 era, maybe 1999, 2000, got these stray cats, and she lived to be like 19 years old, and Yeah, I had, basically made this like promise to the universe that I was going to be sober for the year, in return asked for a favor for a year of her life. And like the next morning, like as I was seeing her dying or whatever, I went over, stayed at my mom's house. She was like not moving shit. Well, the next morning, woke up and she was walking around an hour before the vet was supposed to get there. So I was like, whoa, that's just crazy. Like, I mean, basically, I just assumed it was like intent. Basically, I just kind of manifested it into the universe. And so fast forward to like 2 months. For the past 2 months, I've been sober, whatever, not doing anything, not drinking. Then like, I don't know. So like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I decided to like, have a drink and stuff. And so I've been doing that like on the weekends, past like 2 weekends or so. And then, so like, I don't know, I get that news yesterday and I was like, it was first thing in the morning. I was like, damn, man, like this is the last cat basically from my childhood. Like, I mean, I got 2 more, but they're from like 2005, 2006 up. But I don't know, man. It was pretty sad. And I mean, it was inevitable anyway. She was 19. But so, like I was telling you though, first thing when I woke up this morning, because I had to just eat a shit ton of carbs yesterday, I went to 2 different Paneras back to back because I was too embarrassed to go through the drive-thru a second time. I drove across
We've all
town
been there.
like a fucking slob, dude. Didn't even take the time to throw away the first Panera. It was sitting in the passenger seat, the bag and stuff. So I got like the turkey bacon Bravo BLT or whatever, full size with chips, and then a half cup of this like summer soup with a bread loaf. So you had bread loaf, chips, BLT, soup. It was so good, man, that I wanted another one instantly. But there was this family from Maryland in front of me that had like 4 or 5 kids. Like 4 or 5 kids just came randomly, like not all at once, but like one by one, pouring out of the minivan while it was in the drive-thru. This was like a drive-thru Panera, and it was stopped there. I'm not even joking. I was probably behind this minivan for a good 30 minutes, if not more.
Jeez.
Like,
Jeez.
and like when I got up to the window, I could tell that like basically it was they were going crazy with pickup orders, like curbside. All the people were working really fast in there, but there was like barely, I don't know, anyone to drive through. It was ridiculous, but yeah, so I ate that real quick in the parking lot like a fucking savage, and then I wanted more, dude. And I was like, man, all these people just saw me eat this shit right now. And usually I would just pull through the drive-thru, no shame, but like it took forever. So I was like, I'm just gonna go somewhere else. So I went somewhere else, got the same thing, except for bacon mac and cheese instead of the soup, and fucking just carved out, dude. And I just came home and had some beers, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna fucking sleep through it, because earlier that day I actually went to the park and walked around a little bit, clear my head. But I don't know, just today it really just makes me think about just like how grateful it makes me feel, and how I want to like actually stick to my word. That's like the lesson I learned from this, because the thing is that yes, my cat lived 2 months after she was like on her deathbed, basically like not moving, like for a whole night, not moving, not drinking water. Like she was like catatonic or whatever, no pun intended. And fucking, so, and then I made, I asked for this, this gift, for 1 more year left. So like to now that I fucked up and I drank or whatever, it makes me wonder, like, if that is why 2 weeks later, 2 or 3 weeks later after doing this, she lived for 2 months and then she passed. But so it really just made me realize that either way, no matter if it was just all in my head, like just kind of hopeful thinking, or if it really was kind of like manifesting in reality, either way, it still probably would have been best just to stick with whatever you decide to tell yourself, or you decide to tell other people. So long story short, that's the sad news, but it inspired me. Like I was saying before we started this podcast today, I woke up at like 7 a.m., 6:30, and I started doing push-ups in the garage. And between 6:30 or 7 and 8, like would come back inside, watch. I've been watching this anime called Baki on Netflix, and it is insane. It's like a lot of martial arts. It's like super into technique of martial arts, and like there's a lot of gore, like, and hella blood. It's crazy. But
yeah, I don't really watch anime, so I can't really.
Yes,
yeah, I remember you
Bukkake, but not Baki.
No, dude, not fucking. Jesus. I'm not talking about a gangbang like cum shot.
The descriptions fit.
It's like, all right, I want a cum shot on your face, but I want it to be in the initials of Rogan and Runescape. If you think
that's how you smear it.
That's talent.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I've kind of been thinking about, hypothetically paying a prostitute or a porn star, not a prostitute. Like, I need to go porn star level, not a prostitute, and like, do a cum shot on her face with the RAR, and then podcast. Have to like top it off the podcast, do a little signature. I'd have to like wave my dick around like it was like a magic wand and Harry Potter, just trying to do cursive.
Cast a spell. Wingardium Leviosa. Next thing you know, she's in the air.
In the air with your dick in her mouth, spinning around. What if you could cast spells like that? Man, people would get their mage level up in real life so hard.
Dude, Harry Potter in real life would be sweet, dude. I would be casting the craziest spells on people, dude.
If you were like just
I would be fire surging people in real life and just stealing their stuff.
Yeah, with your penis, fire surging their asshole.
That man entangled me.
Dude, you could telly someone else. You could see some dude with some chick and then telly him somewhere else and take his chick. Exactly.
Telly other him to be fucking like some 600-pound dude or some like even worse. Send him to like Montana where like Joe Exotic has some guy probably having sex with the tiger, allegedly having sex with a tiger in a guest room, a guest trailer. I'm sorry, guest trailer somewhere on the property. Yeah, telly other the dude that's fucking the girl that you want. Telly other that guy to switch positions. Oh, or even with Travis from Joe Exotic's boyfriend. So you could telly other to Travis, make someone get fucked by Joe Exotic. While you take their girlfriend, you telegrab.
I'd rather be low out
because he has COVID.
You'd have to telegrab their girlfriend. This is how it works. In case you guys didn't know, you bros didn't know. I'm breaking it down for you. Man, yeah. Oh shit. I also need to get back on the saving streak because like I want to get this condenser mic and this Scarlett 2i2 interface. I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with the 2i2, not the 4i4. The only difference really I saw is that the 4i4 had two headphone out jacks, whereas the 2i2 only had one. So if I was doing a podcast with like Tangy Puss in person, like in real life, for example, it would be nice to have two built-in native output headphone jacks, but whatever. But yeah, man.
What's the cost difference on it?
Oh, dude. So I think I can look it up real quick. I think it's close to twice. And I got tabs.
Oh, wow.
Close to it. It might not be exactly it. I got fucking tabs of Boxy still up because I was trying to think of some 2009, 2011 memes. I was describing to someone. I don't remember if it was you guys or strictly us describing to someone how like 4chan used to be back in the day. How it used to have like the best memes, but also like the most garbage of the internet, like things that you wish that you could unsee. Like, but back in the day, that's where like, Rick rolling and like some of the epic things like leave Brittany alone. Like that dude, I forget what that guy's name is. It's like Chris something. But anyways, yeah. So I studied back up on Boxy. I watched this video on YouTube, and I forgot first of all how insanely like coked out she seems to be on the video, but she's probably not. She's probably younger at the time. Have you guys ever seen the Boxy video? The original post?
I have no idea what you're even talking about.
Huh.
See, this is like if you weren't on, or if you weren't like involved with B, which is the board on 4chan back. It was called Random. It was called B. It was like 4chan.org/B. Or / something like that. But anyways, it was where everything random was posted. But this is where like the original memes, essentially, for the time, like some of the best ones would be. And I was trying to like remember, and you know what some of the OG ones were from 2008, 2009 in that general area. There's also Jesse Slaughter. I don't know if people remember that. Mitchell Henderson. Stuff like that. Terrible things, but also like, you know, OG memes. It was crazy. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm looking up the price difference right now of the Scarlett interfaces. But I just bought a new beat that I want to share. I'll probably share it. I might actually post it at the end of this episode. I just bought a new beat for like $150, and pretty sweet. I just got exclusive rights to it, and it's this producer named Henry. I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced, but he's I don't know how old he is. He's probably 18, something like that, younger, 19, and I don't know what country he's from, but the beat's pretty sweet, and I don't know. I've heard it for over a year now, and so to kind of speed up the process and to get things going, and eventually, like, I would like to talk about Runescape a little bit. We got some like the updates and stuff I want to ask you guys about, but just, you know, real quick, I just want to sum up basically everything I was saying earlier about the good and bad news. I want to sum it all up by just saying that it's inspired me, at least for the time being, and I've been keeping to it at least every day, doing, you know, 80 push-ups a week. I took Saturday off. Today it bumps up to 120. I've already gotten 100 done. I have like my last 20 to do today, and tomorrow I'm going to do 120. Keep it up, you know, just stick with it. And every day I'm going to try to take a new like step towards progress. Like I kind of started jogging a little bit in the woods, like last weekend. But yeah, man, the reason I'm bringing all this up is because something terrible can happen, and you can basically use it to motivate you to want to live a better life and a healthier life. Oh yeah, okay. And basically the best part about all this is that through doing this, I think it's like also loosened up like some like cartilage and scar tissue from when I got hit by a car when I was walking home from a place like a couple of years ago at nighttime. I got hit by a car and I was going, you know, decently fast, you know, and anyways, my chronic pain that I go through all the time, which is why I talk about kratom sometimes, because I literally am in pain 24/7 every time I'm awake. And I don't know if it's through doing push-ups or if it's through last week and I started stretching more, but it's starting to like feel like it's breaking up the cartilage, and I'm starting to feel like it's not, or like the muscle tension that I feel basically in my chest and affect my posture and stuff like that. I feel like it's starting to like heal. Like I'm starting to think of things also as healing rather than as pain. Like if that makes sense. Like rather than trying to focus on like the pain that I have, because that's a negative thought, I'm going to try to think about something that's negative in a positive way of like, instead of me always going to be in pain, thinking that every morning, I started to think like I'm healing, and that combined with like the push up and stuff. So I don't know. I just, sorry about raining, you know, sorry for raining, but I just feel like it's pretty, you know, important. And I'm excited, you know, I'm excited to try to push myself to new, you know, levels and stuff like that, stick with goals. And, you know, yeah. That's basically it. So I encourage everyone else to do it, especially during this COVID stuff going on right now.
Good for you, dog.
But have you guys been doing the new quests and stuff that came out? I haven't had a chance to check it out. I've been chilling this weekend.
I actually just did it at like 1:30 this morning.
Nice.
It took about an hour and a half. It's pretty easy, you know. I'm like max combat, so like the boss fight wasn't really a challenge to me. I think I only ate like 2 or 3 manta rays. And that's only because there's like a special ability where he has like a red orb, and you're supposed to try to lure him towards it. But as you go towards it, you take damage, and like his magic attack just so happened to hit a 40 on me, and then
Wow.
then the orb did like a 30, so I got comboed like 70.
Oh.
So I had to like eat up, but I mean, other than that, like you just like pray mage, and I mean that's really it the whole time. But the fights are easy. It's alright. And then the content, I tried the thieving. Trash, bro. I'm 96 thieving, and I'm wearing like, you know, the rogue's outfit and everything, and I fail about 70% of the time.
Jeez.
Like, it's terrible. It's not even worth thieving. And that new agility course that they came out with, the only way to get that new Ring of Endurance is you have to have 92 agility, because you can only find it in the final chest on the final floor. So if you don't even have, I mean, you can do it, but you're not able to get like the Ring of Endurance, which is like the main item from it that you would want. So basically, it's locked behind 92 agility.
What does the Ring of Endurance do?
It acts as like a constant stamina potion. Like you put it in your ring slot. Like you'll have to. Let me actually look it up. They actually have it on the old school website. I don't want to be saying any wrong information. I don't need to be getting called out by someone. You know.
Someone PMing you.
Alright. So it.
Oh yeah,
It is charged with stamina potions. It provides 2 effects. It consumes a dose of stamina when the ring is equipped, when the player is at 40% run, and the duration is doubled. And then if you just have the ring on, it passively reduces the run rate by 15% without using charges.
Oh, shit.
That's pretty neat.
Damn, dude. So that means the stamina potion lasts like 4 minutes, and it degrades even slower. But I'll
be right back.
I seen the ring was going for about like 100 mil though. I don't know where you would really use that ring though. You know, like where are you running that much? You know.
Yeah, it's nice convenience wise, but how many times do you actually?
The only way I could see someone
Right,
using
right.
it, to be honest, would be if someone was willing to risk their ring slot in like Chambers of Xerix. You know how people do like solos and shit, and they bring stamina potions in? They could just wear the Ring of Endurance instead, and just have like maybe 2 more brews, you know, or whatever they would like to take into it. That's the only way I could see someone using it. But then you're sacrificing most likely like your Brimstone ring. Which, does the Ring of Endurance even give any stats? Let me look. It has 0 stats.
Nope, no stats.
So I guess it's completely up to you if you want to risk your ring slot. But I mean, I guess that'd be good for raids. I mean, it depletes slower, and it's restoring it for you. I don't think the damage would be that big of a drop off, even though the Brimstone ring does lower like the magic. It hits through like the magic defense, the 10%, you know.
Yeah, I'm
look for
sorry. I'm trying to grab
replaces.
my charger real quick because my headphones just died, and I don't want to play it through the speaker, which is what I'm doing right now because I don't want there to be like feedback or echo or whatever from picking up on your mic or something. So I'm about to plug in my headphones real quick.
All right.
But yeah, other than that, I've just tried thieving for about an hour. I left. It was trash. So I'm currently not doing that anymore.
I took your advice on that Fury. I bought it for like 2.8 mil and sold it for 3. So I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's 2.8 right now.
Yeah. I'm glad I sold it before it shot back down.
There you go, man. You made 200K, man. Hey, man, if you bought fucking 10 Furies, that's 2 mil.
Yeah.
You know,
I only bought one, but I'll take
they've been even cheap. Well, I think when I said it on the podcast, like on that episode, they were probably like 2 mil, man. I remember there was they were like 1.8 mil.
What's that? Furies?
Actually, I might have bought it for cheaper. I thought
Dude, I swear to God, when I called that on the podcast, they were around like 2 mil, if not less than 2 mil, when I brought that out.
What are you talking about?
The
Fury.
price of the Fury, because that blood shard attaches to it.
Mm.
Which I could see that thing dropping in price, man, because it's only got 10,000 charges, and it only has a 10% chance.
Mm-hmm. And the charges waste per
waste, yeah, even
melee
if you don't even hit. Like if you hit a 0, it's waste charge.
Yeah, which I don't know if it wasted on 0.
Oh, it does.
I know it does
every hit.
Oh, Jesus, man!
Every single hit.
So it's just 10,000 hits.
But it only works for melee. So if you're wearing the Fury and like you switch to range, the effect's not gonna happen when you're ranging. So it will only do it when you're doing melee.
I'm curious to see like what niche thing it'll like greatly improve.
I'm excited to check out some of this content. Like I said, to be honest, I haven't played much this weekend. But this week, I'm getting back on track, and I'm going to stay focused. And because, dude, I found out there's so much more to do, like so much more for me to do to get to accomplish RFD. Like as far as just the prereqs of like I'm doing Heroes Quest, that's a prereq for Legends or whatever.
Oh, I can help you out with that, dude. I'm on right now.
Yeah, I know. I got to go to my uncle's house for my grandma's birthday. Family's gonna get together.
I know. We should that moment.
But I don't know if you're on later. I'd love to or later in the week. Like I said, I'll be coming home playing RuneScape, just chipping away. I'm close. It really, I think, it's quest. And I'll be stoked for the day.
You were the longest quest taker I've ever met, dude.
Yeah. Taxi and I kind of talked about this a couple episodes ago.
You're so inefficient at this game. I don't get it.
oh yeah, you mean that?
You have so many people that come on the podcast that give you
that is true too.
Ways to improve your gameplay.
Dude, I listen. Don't get me wrong. Like I still use the methods that like Strictly taught me. For example, I think, or I can't remember who taught me now. It was either it was Strictly. It was definitely Strictly. The absorption potions and the rock cake and overloads and shit like that. So I still, implement strategies, but all jokes aside, I am, when it comes to doing things like quests, super inefficient. And I always have these oh fuck moments of I'll get to a point and I'll need like a black candle or something and realize that I don't have it in my inventory because I got too ahead of myself from the guide. But that
can carry every quest item in your inventory unless you need spaces in your inventory throughout the quest. Try to just carry, because a lot of quests you can carry most of the items in your inventory. There's like out of all the quests, there's maybe only like 20 or 30 boss fights. So most of the quests you're just like running around doing dumb shit. So, and you can usually carry most items in your inventory because you don't really need food. You can just like bring like a stamina potion or 2. Oh my god! Enhanced crystal teleport seed. I just got 2 of them. How much are those right now? Thieving. I was trying to get them. Let's go, baby.
Nice.
I just got 5 mil. Let's go. I'm hyped
shit.
right now on the podcast.
yeah.
You heard it live. I
Let's go, baby.
pickpocketed 136 of these motherfuckers, and I just got 2 of them. Let's go.
Drop party.
Let's get it. Good shit. Gotta love it when you have that live luck. Like,
Dude, I'm hyped, man. That just made my day.
Just
I just
for
made
the
5 mil
podcast.
today. I could do absolutely nothing, and I made positive.
That's a good feeling.
Ooh.
good shit, man.
I'm hyped. What were we talking about before that? I'm sorry.
That's a big GZ.
I'm logging in right now. I'm gonna see.
Let me try to get some money real quick.
Dude, would you guys wear RuneScape shirts? Like, if someone designed like
I own a RuneScape shirt, dude. I posted it in the Discord.
yeah, that's right. I
It's a
what is
sweater.
it says like
It
smoke
says
Raynar.
Smoke Renar every day.
Dude,
It has a picture of Renar leaf on it. Yep, and
if I saw that in public, I'd fucking lose my
Dude,
shit.
Do I
That is
don't wear
epic.
it out in public because it talks about like people think it's like smoking weed, but unless you play RuneScape, you wouldn't get the joke. But I do tend to wear it when I escape sometimes because I'm like, yo, this is cool. I'm wearing like a RuneScape hoodie playing RuneScape. I'm like, this is badass.
well, that is a badass one, dude.
I know, dude. I was like, I don't want to get like the Max Cape shirt. Like that shit's gay, man. Where it just has like the skill tree on it or something like, or you get like the skill cape logo. Like, come on, man, that shit's gay. You gotta get something cool, man. Everyone in this
Yeah.
game, a lot of their names are like drug referenced or about smoking weed and shit like that. Like, so you know, it just makes it even better to have, you know, a reference like that because most people that play this game are around our age, you know. And if you play
True.
RuneScape, there's probably an 85% chance you get high because who the fuck is grinding out room crafting sober?
Dude, I was playing a quest the other day, and I had to like bless this pot, and I had to bring it to the high priest, and I was like, I'm bringing pot to a high priest so he can bless it. I was like, there has to be some kind of drug reference here.
I mean, you grow herbs out here, man. I mean, come on, man. You're growing fucking herbs.
Yeah, man. I mean, next thing you know, at level 99 Herblore, you've unlocked cooking MDMA. You know how to extract the sassafras, the saffron oil from the sassafras for the MDMA, the mollies.
Hell, dude, your character does the raspberry. I mean, you're like motorboating. This game's got some references, dude.
Okay, and you like, isn't there a quest where you change your gender from like, you have to change your gender from like a male to a female or
Yeah.
female?
Yeah.
Change gender. It's recruitment drive.
How progressive are you, RuneScape?
Ahead of its time.
Dang it.
And you know, we were never doing any of those quests as kids, so we never knew about any of that shit. We were hanging out in Alcarid.
You imagine
Oh yeah, just trying to scam people.
you imagine your dad like hearing you talking to your friend, like, but he doesn't know that you're talking about RuneScape. You're like, yeah, I just changed to a girl. I just got that done. Dad,
He's just outside, his ears like pressed on the door. He's like, what the fuck's going on?
his ear
I
pressed
paid
up on
$1,000 to turn into a girl.
ear pressed on the door, teardrop streaming down his eye.
And then they gave me the option to change back, and I didn't want to.
I've been getting so much GP.
3K, baby.
Just kidding. It could be a teardrop from joy. He could be proud of his son or upset.
We do not gender discriminate. It is, you know, Pride Month, so, you know, congrats for all you guys that came out.
Man, so I don't know what's going on. I haven't really like kept up with the news, and I don't really know what's going on with like where you guys live, but like here in Richmond, they're all this like these riot stuff, like they spray painted all the Confederate like statues, because down on Monument Street, like Broad Street and stuff like that. There's these like Confederate soldier statues like Robert E. Lee and Stonewall and stuff like that on like horses and everything. And Richmond is the Confederacy of or the capital of the Confederacy. I'm sorry, Richmond was back in the day during the Civil War, and the Union came in from DC and burned it down. But anyways, so the mayor and all this stuff, I guess people voted so that they're going to take out these statues, like remove them from like these roads and shit. So I don't know. You guys aren't as much as close to the Mason-Dixon line, so I don't know.
I've seen they remove like
Do you guys have anything like that going on?
I don't know what state it was, but they removed like what is it called? Like an auction block, a slave auction block.
They just They
I
moved
think
it.
it may have
Wait.
actually been in Virginia. It was just like it was on like a street corner. It was just like
They just had
like,
it chilling.
It was like I don't know, like
how
a
did they
monument
move it,
thing. They had like it
realistically?
was just like a block, where like the dude would stand on top, like yelling the price, and then would have like a step beneath where they would have like the African
Merchandise.
American guy, and then in front of it they would have like they had like a little like plaque or something that would like explain what happened. But after this whole Black Lives Matter thing, they took it off. I mean, it's been there for who knows how long. I mean, I never even knew it was a thing until I seen a picture of it,
Yeah, I don't know. They should just put like a box on top of it, allow some kid like turn into a mini skate park, like
Well, it's on the corner of a street, dude. You're gonna get run over.
Skaters they'll be fine. They'll figure it out. One thing, like, okay, so you guys didn't have anything like that like happen in your state. Like, I guess you don't have Confederate statues or whatever.
We kind of do. We kind of have that here. We have this guy like called J.C. Nichols that like I guess designed the layout.
Nichols.
Yeah. And he like designed the layout of the city, and I guess he like designed it to just like segregate, to segregate the whites and the blacks and everything. And so
They're like, we'll put the blacks over here and we'll put the people over here.
And it's like obvious, like he just designed it poorly for one side and like badass for the other. But he's got this like giant fountain down at the plaza, and that's where they've been having all the protests and shit at.
It's like one side has Teslas and like moving sidewalks, and the other side they have like Henry Ford Model Ts. And they're like,
Dude,
and the exit ramps are just fucking short as shit. Like you just like shoot you right out on the highway.
Out by me, like the white neighborhoods, like the suburbs and shit. Like this weekend, they're like rioting out there or like protesting and shit. And there's like, I don't know if they're doing this for you guys, but they're putting like pallets of like bricks and shit everywhere. So
I've seen that shit on Facebook.
where they can actually like throw. Well, they're actually like doing like they like the police and shit. Like in my area, they found like bricks or pallets of bricks and everything like for, and they're assuming that's where the protesters are gonna be, stationed and everything.
dude, it's probably some interest group funded thing. Like George, I hate talking on my ass, so I wish I had a little bit, more research before this episode. But like, you always hear talk about George Soros funding Antifa, and even if it's not George Soros, Antifa itself, I watched Antifa evolve from 4chan. We were talking about 4chan earlier, and I remember back in like when I was in 8th grade, 9th grade, like I remember seeing these things, these posts and stuff like that on B. And I watched at that age, you're thinking like, oh, revolutionary. But then as I got older and as I started to see what they were doing, I started to realize that it's basically like it's a compromised thing. It either always was compromised or it got compromised at a certain point, and people started putting money into it because they had political interests. And so these bricks, I would not doubt, are from some sort of group, political, group. It's crazy. It's nuts.
This whole thing is crazy. And just like watching videos on Facebook, I spent like a lunch period like watching videos on Facebook, and I was just like, Jesus, like I fucking I hate cops now. Like,
Dude, it's crazy that it was just like we had COVID and now you have this.
Oh my god, I know.
Yeah.
It's like, and like the
Yeah.
thing that's crazy is like, I don't know about you guys, but like, you know, I ran a couple errands yesterday where I had to run to a couple stores, and I saw so many people. I mean, I wasn't really wearing a mask, but I didn't.
Wait, what do you mean you weren't really? Were you like half?
I
wearing
was
it?
not wearing one. I was not wearing one. I thought about it, but I decided not to. I'm like, fuck it.
Allegedly,
I'm
allegedly.
no, 100%, guys. I was not fucking wearing one. I've been wearing one for 3
Whoa,
fucking
whoa,
months.
easy, dude. You don't want to like lose your job, or like, what if this is like
No,
some
my job's not
1984?
gonna fire me because I don't wear it outside of work.
You say that, not yet, but they're gonna have some sort of new bill pass in a week where if they hear you talking about on podcasts that you weren't wearing masks, like when they suggested it,
Dude,
they're
my
gonna be
job
like,
could suck.
this guy's an asshole.
Okay, then they fire me and I get unemployment where I would make more money than I already am working.
That's right. Let's all do
That's
that.
true. That's
That
true.
is very true. They're gonna fire me for not wearing a mask outside in the general public, where it's your
What if-
right. You can or you can't. It's if you don't want to wear one, you don't have to. You're not gonna get arrested. A store can deny you service. You know, like it's not. What's saying that you have to wear a mask in public? There's nothing saying you have to.
What if during all of this, there was a? What if during all of this there's like 100% unemployment? like once the COVID happened and people started finding out that you get like $900 a week or whatever from filing for like unemployment during this COVID stuff. What if 100% of the United States population, they all stopped working? Like because it's like even the people that still had jobs are like, nah, man, fuck that shit.
Like you're getting paid more to do absolutely nothing. I'm sitting here working, making less money than you, and you get to do whatever the hell you want all day.
Oh, dude. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm XP wasting.
Seriously, dude, there's way more people on RuneScape now than there's ever been, and they're getting paid.
You know,
And then they're probably buying mills.
the real environment and economy might be, or at least the real environment might be healthier right now, but the RuneScape environment, it's more toxic. There's more people. I'm just kidding. It's like it's more populated.
Bow is like through the freaking roof. Thank you, Twisted Ornament Kits. Damn it, I should have sold it. It was 1.2 bill, and now it's down to 1.18. But
Yo, so there's this thing called, I think it's called Explained on Netflix. I'll try to look it up real quick. But it came on and it freaked me out, dude. It's about, they like explain things. They'll explain how like clothes work, or cars. They'll just explain things. And this one was explaining like billionaires. And it was explaining like how so many of the billionaires aren't registered. Like we don't actually know who they are because they don't, claim the money. So it's like, it's almost like the dark web of billionaires or whatever. It's like we're like the iceberg. Like we know it's floating above the water through Forbes. Like we know the people that like claim their money and come out and say that they're billionaires, but like we don't know like all the like rich oil tycoons, like Middle Eastern tycoons or something like that, people that are own these, have billions of dollars that don't register it, and how they actually have such a big influence in the economy. Dude, this show freaked me out. I'm gonna try to look it out look it up real quick, and so I can recommend it to you guys. It was just, and I don't know if it was really meant to freak out, but it was. Yeah, it's called Explained. So the show is called Explained, and there's an episode about billionaires, and you should totally check that out, because I'm not doing it justice, because they even start to break down how like billionaires influence like everything about the economy, essentially. Like they were talking about how that Kardashian is one of the billionaires, and like I started to think about like in my head, like what does that actually mean? What does that mean? Like when one of the world's wealthiest people is like Facebook, then it's like Google, Kim Kardashian, like
social media.
Yes, when it's social media, you're starting to think about like they're in like what are they actually influencing with this money, and how much of our everyday life is actually
Well,
fabricated.
first of all, she's married to Kanye West.
How does she become one of the world's most wealthy people? I don't know, man.
Dude,
Yeah, I don't get that.
it's her family is like rich, man. Like, dude,
I mean,
they all like they had that TV show. Their dad was a lawyer for OJ.
you
You
talk
know,
Bruce or Caitlyn. I don't want a dead name. Is it Caitlyn?
Caitlyn. Yeah, Caitlyn
Don't you dare
was
say
the
Bruce.
lawyer. You know, and then Caitlyn won Person of the Year. They had that stupid show that is still running. You know, like Kim's got the sex tape. She's been married to all those like that one basketball dude for a month, Chris Humphreys. You know, she's married to Kanye. She's married to someone
She's
else.
diversified her portfolio.
I mean, like she's just they've done so much. And then I actually just seen something on Twitter that Kendall, I think, I don't know, the one that like has like the makeup or something, like she was like one of the richest people under like the age 30 or something, but she got busted because she's been lying on like her taxes and shit.
Ooh.
So she's not even rich, and like Forbes caught her, dude.
Ooh,
so like she's about to
ooh.
be going like
Going to jail.
going to court for like tax fraud and shit.
Like who's it? Wesley Snipes? Was it Blade? Was it
Trinity?
Was it Blade?
Not White Blade, not
Yeah.
not White Blade, Black Blade. I'm not talking about the Swedish rapper. I'm talking about Wesley
Sling
Snipes.
Blade.
French fried taters. Mm-hmm. French fried taters. No, but didn't was it Wesley Snipes, or am I just being racist by assuming it's him, but it's some other black guy?
You can't be racist right now, dude. This is not the time to be racist.
I mean, I can't hide behind my quarter percent black. Me being quarter percent black, because as taxing brought up one time, my 75% white would have to override the black and the racist debate. But
oh no, you're right. It came right up Wesley Snipes, and then like taxes.
Thank God.
Snipes was acquitted of felony federal tax fraud and conspiracy charges, but convicted of failing to file tax returns from '94 to 2004.
Dude, he was like,
how
I'm
do you
not going to do it.
How do they just know that you just never file taxes?
He did it on purpose because I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Don't.
I
quote
know
me,
you do that on purpose. You don't file taxes on purpose, but it's like
I think he was too brazen about it though. He was like, no, fuck the government. They're not putting it towards anything good or anything like that. So I'm not going to pay him. I think it was like something like that. And they wanted to make an example of him. Really, that's why they did it. They wanted to make an example to show that not even an actor can get away from paying taxes, funding this beast.
He went to 3 years in jail. It said. I spent 3 years in jail.
Yeah,
he could get through jail, dude. He played some tough movie roles, man.
Oh, dude, he's Blade.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
he's Blade. He's White Man Can't Jump, dude. He's dude, he's everything, man.
He's Morgan Freeman. He's Will Smith. He's
he knows Will Smith probably. That would be sweet. Yo, speaking of actors, I seen this this funny thing on Twitter. You guys seen that movie Sausage Party?
Yeah.
Like with all the food.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And so someone like posted on like Twitter like, Seth Rogen, remember this movie? Like, what was going through your head when you made this movie? And he literally was just like, shrooms. I was like, that's fucking great. I'm like, this dude made this movie just because he was on mushrooms. I'm like, that's how much money this dude has. He's just making movies based off mushrooms. Like, that's sweet.
And it actually makes money.
It actually makes money. I know. People thought that movie was funny as hell, you know?
It was a pretty cool idea. It kept me at least interested through the first half of it.
Yeah. The dude's like smoking that shit. And then like he thinks the food's like alive attacking him, but it's actually happening. Oh man, that fucking movie. Good times.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the Dark Mire thing right now on RuneScape. Yeah, I want to check out this new content once I get some stuff knocked out of the way. Also, I got to get a lot more quest points. I only have 104 quest points right now. I have to have like 130, I think, to do RFD. So it's like, damn, I gotta start questing either
You
way.
need to this is what your goal should be right now, dude. Like I've been telling you, just get the quest cape, dude, because you'll train all your stats up.
Ooh.
The
Because
quest cape.
yeah, dude, you'll have like base like 70s, 65. All your stats will be like like decent level
Ooh.
shit.
That's a lot of commitment, and I might be afraid of commitment, as past relationships have proven.
Well, dude, listen, I'm telling you, man, if you really just fucking just make some fucking tea, sit the fuck down, and focus, dude, you could do a couple quests, dude, a day, easily. And
I do like tea.
You could even do. That's why I said it. You're always talking about making tea. That's why I said tea instead of coffee.
I get you.
I mean, some of these quests, dude. There's so many quests that you could do under an hour. And fuck watching Slayer music. Just read that shit.
I don't know, man. I might just put it on as background noise, as like background music.
Yeah, but then like
Just hears-
sometimes you gotta like keep pausing it to see where he's at, and then you
That's
gotta
so
like,
true.
do that. You gotta fucking run to where
I
he's
just-
at.
I just want to hear his voice. I might make like a Slayer music trance remix, like a techno remix, 1 hour YouTube playlist of a mashup of Slayer music and techno music together.
I'm not trying to hate on your Slayer music if you're listening, but I just feel
Okay,
like
thanks,
I
man.
just get the quest done so much faster. Because I can, when you're reading the part that you're doing, you can also read ahead. So you're like, I don't even gotta look at the wiki. I could just talk to this dude.
Yeah.
I have to use both because sometimes I'll be reading it and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck it's talking about. And then the video, I'll be like, oh, okay. But then I do spend like 2 hours like getting everything together, and then I finish a quest in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, dude, I got a quest cape as an Iron Man, dude. I couldn't use a GE at all, dude. If I could do that as an Iron Man, you could do that buying shit.
Shouts to a new subscriber on YouTube. Yo Mama has subscribed.
Yo, mama, yo, welcome. We are about
Welcome, yo mama.
Yo, mama.
Who's Mama?
Next time we do a video, we're gonna shout you out, dog.
Yes, sir. You just got shouted out, but next time you're gonna also get
on the
another
video,
shout out.
dude, because he
Oh, yeah,
subscribed on YouTube, so he's gonna he's got to see something on YouTube, dude.
True.
Mhm.
We gotta do something. Hey, each time we get a subscriber, dude, we gotta shout him out, and then we gotta do something for him on video.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe we'll do like a welcome.
Welcome to my
Welcome to the
crib.
Rogan and Runescape gang, and we'll just all start clapping simultaneously on cam.
We could do like a whole like MTV Cribs like spinoff each, or we could do like a punked thing. So it's like, I would welcome people to my crib, and then you would do the same, or we would like pretend to be Ashton Kutcher and start like punking random people. Is that what you're saying? Every time we get a new subscriber, we're gonna have to do like a punked.
Yeah, I'm down. That'd be sweet.
Do like put in all this like days of work just for a 20-30 minute like well produced punked video made by.
But then all we have to do is just change the person's name every time. We already
It can't be the same punk.
Yeah, we just keep punking them the same way.
Hey, what do you call a cow with 4 legs? Or what do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. What do you call a cow with 2 legs? Yo mama, welcome to the YouTube channel. Make sure to hit that like button.
Yeah, be sure to set us as your homepage of your browser. Like that's really asking a lot. It's like go ahead and go
that bell icon.
They're like, go ahead.
If you know anyone, tell them to watch and listen and subscribe.
Yo, if you guys could, next time you're down at the tattoo parlor, just get Rogan and Runescape tattooed on you. We'll give you a shout out on the next video.
Listen, I'll get the logo tattooed on my butt cheek.
Face tats.
Listen, if I get it tattooed on me, it better be the new logo.
Dude, that's fine. Face tats.
Hell yeah.
That's how we can tell the veteran, the real ride or die homies. The real RAR fan will have Joe Rogan's fucking face right underneath your left eye with the vampire. And then,
Yo, do you listen to Rogan or RuneScape? You got fucking Joe Rogan's face tattooed on your face. Do you listen to Joe Rogan podcast? No, I listen to Rogan and RuneScape. Who's Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
I don't know that dick.
Oh, the Fear Factor guy.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, the
Yeah, I used to watch
guy?
that after school.
Dude, Fear Factor, crazy, man. I am not getting in no fucking glass cage with no spiders.
All right, I love you. I'm about to head out now too myself, so I'll meet y'all there. All right, I'll make sure the dogs don't get out. Love you. Happy birthday. Hey Nana. Nana.
Nana!
Happy birthday.
God damn it. This happened last time. Last time, oh my god.
You could have got her on stream.
Dude, we could have got her on the fucking
Nana.
pot. He's getting her.
Guess what?
He's getting it.
Listen, shh. Guess what?
I was telling this guy from Ohio, Smoke Blunt, how no way saved my grandma.
I can't hear.
But he said happy birthday. Not sure. He's gonna call and figure out. But how crazy is that his grandma's birthday is today too? All right, I love you.
How old is
Happy
she?
birthday.
How old is she?
70.
70. Okay, I don't know if my grandma's 70. My grandma might be like 68 or 69, dude. 70 sounds kind of high.
Oh, I bet your grandma is 69. I was 69. Your grandma.
I was holding back,
That's me.
and you fucking did it.
Dude,
Dude, it's her.
know
What do you
what's
mean?
fucked up? Dude, it's
Smoke
fucked
blunt?
up
It's her
because
birthday.
today's my grandma's birthday and you're over here talking shit.
Dude, that's a good birthday present.
Yeah, everybody wants birthday sex. I don't care how old you are.
Yeah, dude, come on, man. It's not like I'm related to her. It's not like it's gross or anything. I'm a stranger, dude. I'm different genetics. Unless you don't want me to. Unless you don't want me to 69, your grandma.
No, I don't. My grandma wouldn't prefer it.
Okay. She's not into light skin.
You know what no, she's not. She's scared.
Let's just get that out of the way.
That's hilarious, Mickey. How you're like, yeah, my friend smoke blunt, Grandma.
Dude, I know. I was dying. I heard that. I'm like, my friend smoked blunt from Ohio, and I'm like, he said smoke. I'm like, this is crazy.
I wonder. The first time I told her that, a couple months ago, when I told her that about, I think it was when we were posting our face pics or whatever. I was showing her everybody I was like, this dude's from Ohio or whatever. His name's Smoke Blunt. And she looked at me when I said Smoke Blunt. And, but you know what? I looked at her because I'm like, how do you know what a blunt is? You got some, I would understand if it said smoke weed. If I was like, yeah, his name's Smoke Weed. Because then, obviously she understands. But why did she understand Smoke Blunt?
What? Yo, your grandma, dude, when you're gone, dude, she's smoking blunts.
Tell you, man.
Dude.
Something's going on here.
You didn't quit weed, bro. Your weed was getting snatched by your grandma.
No, there's no weed to be snatched.
She was pinching your nug, bro.
No, I did want her to try CBD though, but she looked at the CBD because the CBD flower looks pretty much identical to what real weed would look like. And so I was just showing her the CBD, and she was like, "Oh, I don't know why, but I hate the smell. It makes me sick. It gives me a headache." I'm like, "No, that's not the case. You're just the fun police."
Wait, hold up.
The smell might give you a headache. That's why you need to smoke it and get rid of
Let
it.
me ask you something
Doesn't
about
give you a
that
headache.
shit,
It's just you're the fun police, and you want to shit on everyone's parade because they're high.
Listen, Mickey, I went to the fucking beer store, and I walked in, dude, and they had that CBD nug, dude. It smelled like weed, bro. There's no way that's CBD. That has to be
Rastafarianism.
That has to be real weed, dude. It
He,
reeked like
he
weed,
was a
bro.
CBD soldier. Rolling CBD in the plains of
CBD
Africa.
officer.
I don't get what is it. What even is CBD nug, bro? That just sounds f, dude.
CBD. It's isn't it cannabinol or something? Cannabinol, something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like THC is tetrahydrocannabinol. I think it's just cannabinol. CBD. Yeah. And of course, I typed this in Google like some fucking dyslexic troll under a bridge or something. I said, no, instead of Googling what is CBD, or, I typed in CBD, what is cannabidiol. But yeah, no, the
Can't
CBD,
deal with this bullshit.
the CBD flower for someone like if they don't smoke or if they're trying to quit, like it definitely is awesome. Like you just got to get a new bowl so it doesn't have any THC or anything like that, and just get a fresh bowl, get your CBD if you're planning on taking a break or whatever, and just handle it the same way as if you would throughout the day. I mean, you just got to understand that it's not going to.
How does it make you feel smoking CBD?
I'll be honest with you. At first, it gives you a little bit of a light buzz, like a relaxation. It really just gives you relaxation.
Are we talking like a nicotine?
I'm
buzz?
talking like what I would imagine a weed high to be like.
Imagine a weed high, bro. I know you've been high off weed, dude. You can compare them.
I cannot confirm nor deny the existence of any of that, but yeah, we're speaking hypothetics here.
Hypothetically,
it feels like what I would imagine, a very low grade, but to be like. But now here's the crazy thing: if you get so the CBD flower that they sell around here in the stores, like some of the locals, I think it's like 20% CBD, and it has like 0.03% THC, which I think is like the federally like legal threshold of it's not even a full percent.
It still has some THC in it.
It does.
The kombucha.
It's the
kombucha weed.
It's like that Chinese shit that you would buy. What's that Chinese shit you buy that has alcohol in it? You know what I'm talking about? That Chinese drink?
Drain cleaner?
No. There's this drink that you could buy. It's like
maybe it's kombucha.
Yeah.
No.
Is it like fermented tea?
No. It's not. No, it's not kombucha, bro. It's something else.
I'm 90% sure it's kombucha. Like are you talking about alcohol? It's fermented. It's like an Asian drink.
Dude, it's not kombucha. I know what kombucha
Oriental.
is. It's not kombucha.
Dude, I have
don't know what it is.
story,
I can't
actually.
think of it. I'm gonna have to look it up, dude. I'm in a boss fight right now, so I can't look it up. But it's like, dude, they sold it at like, I don't know. They sold it at this like Arabic store in Cleveland that I used to go to.
They sold Chinese stuff in an Arabic store.
Yeah, like how they sell like that pak choy or whatever that shit is, where it's like that stick covered in like stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pocky.
Pocky. Yeah, Pocky.
Yeah.
Pak choy.
Yeah. So it's something like that, dude. It's like some Asian shit like Pocky, but it's something else. I'm gonna have to look it up and let you know, dude.
Yeah, please do.
It's definitely not kombucha though, because I know what kombucha is. Like,
are you talking about kimchi, like fermented, like whatever the fuck that shit is, fermented whatever it is?
Cabbage, fermented cabbage.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Listen, guys, you were not saying anything that I wanted to be. But listen, I just
Well, you're Google right now.
I just got done with the fight, so it's like 2 seconds. I'm looking it up.
I don't even know how I would Google that. What is that Asian thing that's like kombucha?
Asian?
But
I tried Googling it.
Drink with low alcohol.
It brought up a bunch of
come
like
out with
medical
light beers.
or facial shit for me. It was like reduce your glow with this.
Let me see.
But okay, so I have a CBD story because my gallbladder was going out, and dude, it fucking hurt. And I scheduled a surgery, and they could get me in like within a week. And I also had like it was like Memorial Weekend or something off, so I had 3 days. And my girlfriend really wanted to go to Colorado, so I was like, "Fuck it, let's just go to Colorado," even though I'm fucking hurting right now. So, because I was like, yeah, I can just get some weed out there. So we go out there, and I go to a head shop, and they had like some straight CBD stuff, but it was like 95% CBD and like 5% THC.
Was it flour?
And it wasn't flour. It was some gummies.
Okay.
But dude, it was like within 30 minutes, it was like a night and day difference. And like I couldn't eat any greasy food or anything like that. And like right after, I was like, I'm getting a fucking Philly cheesesteak. And I downed that Philly cheesesteak, and it was so good. And it had to have been the CBD because like, you know, I smoked before that, and it didn't make a difference at all. But the CBD does fucking. But I like continued taking it after, but after the surgery, it's like it didn't really do anything, so I stopped taking it. But when I was in pain, it was like 9 days. And I even told the doctor about it. I was like, "Have you heard about this? Like, I just went to Colorado," and he was just like, he's like, "Well, you still want to take it out?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, rip that thing out."
Wait,
All right,
did he
boys.
want to?
I'm about to skirt out of here.
All right, yeah. I gotta head out too for my
I gotta end
grandma's.
this. I got
birthday.
things to do. Your boys got to work tonight, so I got some errands.
Hell yeah.
Yo, hope
Hey, well, real quick, did you rip out a bowl pack of that CBD right in the office in the doctor's office and blaze it up? There with
I
him?
should.
Be like, yo, Doc, you should try this shit. It works for me. It'll work for you.
Be like, yo, this shit's legal, Doc. Fucking calm down. You just
I
chill
do
You're
that
out.
not
in
gonna get
Colorado.
fired.
Yeah, chill out, alright? Put your hand on his chest.
His name was like Dr. Friend too. Be like, Dr. Friend, man.
Yeah, Dr. Friend, why don't you chill, man? Chill. Take a
Chill,
knee.
man. Take a hit.
All right, well, yeah. Thank you guys for coming on. This week, I'm going to be fucking grinding out on RuneScape, so I'll probably see you in game. Smack Nuts, thank you for coming on, and Smoke Blunt, thank you for coming on. Guys, get your push-ups in. This week goes to 120 a day, so 6 days a week. Next Sunday,
Phew.
you're going to go up again. So, yep, I'm going to do that. But anyways, and the opening song and maybe even the closing song is going to be that song that I bought. So it's called "I Guess I Should Start Forgetting About You," which ironically it's like a sadder song, which could apply to losing my cat and stuff. So stick with your words, guys. Set some goals and be excellent to each other. Smack Nuts, Smoke Blunt, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure.
Yep, until next time.
Tell the
Over
grandma's happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yup. Happy birthday, G's.
Over and out.
Hey, I'll be sure to let you know how old she is.
yeah, please do. That'd be funny if our grandmas were the same age. Exactly. But all right, guys. Thank you. Peace.
Peace.